John Francis Boone. I'm 15 years old. Father always told me I'm not like the other children. This is because other children are just stupid. I'm very good at maths. I like prime numbers. This is how you work out what prime numbers are. First, you take all the positive whole numbers in the world. Then you take away all the numbers that are multiples of 2. Then you take away all the numbers that are multiples of 3. Then you take away all the numbers that are multiples of 4 and 5 and 6. The numbers that are left are the prime numbers. I think prime numbers are like life. They are very logical, but you could never work out the rules, even if you spent all your time thinking about them. Someone killed Wellington, Mrs. Shear's dog. There was a garden fork sticking out of him. It was 7 minutes past midnight. I like dogs. You can always know what they're thinking. I decided to find out who killed Wellington. First, I went to Mrs. Shear's.
When she opened the door, she was holding a mug of tea.
Christopher, I really don't think I want to see you right now.
I said I didn't kill Wellington.
What are you doing here?
I said I want to come and tell you that I didn't kill Wellington. And also, I want to find out who killed him. Some of her tea spilled onto the floor. I said, "Do you know who killed Wellington?" She didn't answer my question.
Goodbye, Christopher.
She closed the door.
Then I went to Mr. Wise. Mr. Wise answered the door.
Oh, you're so full of it. What do you want?
He smelled of body odor and old biscuits and of popcorn, which is what you smell of if you haven't washed for a very long time. I asked him if he knew who killed Wellington.
My. Ha! Policemen are really getting younger, aren't they?
I don't like people laughing at me, so I walked away.
I went to Mrs. Alexander at number 39. She has a dog, so she probably was a good person.
I asked her if she knew anything about Wellington.
I'm afraid you're going to have to say that again, son. I'm a little deaf.
I asked it again.
I heard about it yesterday. Dreadful, dreadful.
I asked if she knew who killed him.
No, I don't. You're Christopher, aren't you? I don't think we've talked before.
I said I didn't like talking to strangers. But now I was doing detective work.
Well, it's very nice of you to come and say hello, even if you're only doing detective work. I have a grandson your age. I think he's also 15, but I'm not
Now
quite
she was doing what is called
I
chatting.
see him every day.
It weren't questions or answers, so I didn't reply. People's moods often depend on the weather. Mine on colors. I don't like yellow and brown. For example, yellow flowers. I'm allergic to flower pollen. It makes me feel ill. Wood is brown. They used to make machines out of wood. Not anymore, because it breaks and goes rotten and has worms in it sometimes. I also don't like poo. It's just nasty. Father found me. He spoke to me. I said it was a book I'm writing.
Is this true? Did you talk to Mrs. Alexander? Holy fucking Jesus, Christopher! How stupid are you? What the fuck did I tell you, Christopher? Don't mention Mr. Shears' name in our house. Don't go asking Mrs. Shears or anyone about who killed that bloody dog, Christopher. And don't trespass in other people's gardens.
Except I haven't done any of those things.
Don't give me that bullocks, you little shit. You knew exactly what you were bloody doing. I've read the book, remember? What else did I say, Christopher? What else?
I said I didn't know.
Come on, you're the fucking memory man. Not to go around sticking your fucking nose into other people's business. And what do? You go around raking up the past and sharing it with every Tom, Dick and Harry you bump into. I ask you to do one thing for me, Christopher. Just one thing. need a fucking drink.
When people are in the countryside, they see a field full of grass, some cows and maybe some flowers. I see 24 cows, of which 23 have brown speckles and 1 black speckles. I see the building of the farm, which has 50 windows, of which 10 are broken. I especially like this cow. I remembered his pattern. He has 41 different spots. Father hid my book. I looked for it in his cupboard. I found some letters and started reading them.
Dear Christopher, I can imagine why you don't write me back. You're probably cross with me. But that's okay, Christopher. I understand. But I want you to know why I went away. I wasn't a good mother. I was impatient, like when we went shopping in Bantels and it was really crowded. You were frightened and crouched down on the floor and started shouting. You even knocked down those mixers on the shelf. That night I cried and cried, and your father said these things happen and it would be okay. But I couldn't take it anymore, and eventually he told me I was being stupid. We had a lot of arguments like that. I felt really lonely, and that was when I started spending lots of time with Roger. After a while, he suggested that I should leave your father and that we should move into a house together. I didn't want to leave you, but you were so different with me than with your father. You were much calmer with him, and it made me so sad because it was like you didn't really need me at all. And that is when I realized, after Roger found a job in London, that I wanted to come with him. So I did. And I know you might not understand any of this, but I wanted to try to explain so that you knew. Christopher, I never meant to hurt you. I thought that what I was doing was the best for all of us. I hope it is. Loads and loads of love, your mother.
Father came in. He found Mom's letter. He was scared. He confessed.
Oh, Christopher. I need to tell you something. It was me who killed Wellington. I'm so sorry. Oh no, Christopher, no!
I decided to live with Mother in London. I needed to calm down, think about mess, like the Monty Hall problem. I found a train station. There were a lot of people. I asked the police officer how I had to buy a ticket. I used Father's Cashpoint card and got £50. I bought a ticket. I don't like policemen anymore now. They wanted to take me back to Father. I'm afraid Father will kill me. I escaped. Now I'm in the underground. I had to buy another ticket. There was a sound like people fighting with swords, and I could feel a strong wind, and the roaring started. And I closed my eyes, and the roaring got louder, and I groaned really loud. Can't they hear this roaring? Don't they feel sick? Don't they have difficulty breathing? I'm not different. They're just stupid.
Gold line's gonna tell me where the light is. Gold line's gonna tell me